All right, everyone, this is Kushash Ravishmali. So, this context pilot project has been going on for some time. I think if you have been following my YouTube channel, you would already know. The problem with this project has been recently is getting it to finishing line, okay? And the covering the 99% part is still possible, but getting to the 100% mark is sometimes not easy because there's so many like metrics that you want to cover. One of them was to make it work on Windows. Now, my early assumption was that since Rust is mostly cross-compilable, so it should at least compile successfully on any Windows system. And given that WSL is there, and of course, I'm not using any other library that I personally think that, okay, it's not going to work on Windows or Mac. For example, I thought it's going to work, but someone helped point out that it's not working on Windows, okay? And for some time, I think I also switched on Windows to try it out, and I found some issues. So I wanted to quickly touch upon those things and also kind of explore that idea that, having this cross-compiled libraries is actually not easy. The way we think about it, it's very easy that we push on issues that, hey, why is it not available on Windows, Linux, or Mac? But it's more complicated than us just asking them to do it. So as a developer, at least we should be aware that what does it take for us to get it on any operating system for that matter. So I'm gonna toggle the full screen and I'm gonna actually search for separator keyword. So I'm gonna talk about this first. Now, before this commit, whatever you see right now, the what I was doing was basically let db folder equal to format, and I was just hard coding, like instead of using this is what I was doing basically, right? So I didn't have this main separator. Now, this main separator is very important, and I realized these all the paths were incorrect on Windows because on Windows the paths are more likely this. On Windows, they start with, let's say, file, whatever, right? And yeah, there you go. So these are the type of separators you have, right? On Linux or Mac, the separators are forward slash. On Windows, it's backslash. So how do you figure that out, right? Of course, you could have done that. Okay, you can figure it out by doing if cfg. I think there's something like this. Yeah, target OS equal to Windows or something like that. You could do that, but the right way to do it is using strut path main separator, which essentially checks for you that okay whether it should be forward slash or backward slash, right? And now as the documentation already points it out, so it does make sense. Now, this is one thing I had to fix a lot, and I did of course fix it in almost all the places. So as you can see, like I can show it. So there are so many places where I've used main separator. I can go and click on them. You can see the preview as well. So everywhere I had to use it for mapping path, for db path, everywhere, right? I mean, I would have liked a generic method that automatically does it for me, but it's okay. I mean, this one is fine, right? So this did help me a lot. Now the next thing that is important is, I was doing, I don't know if I can find, yeah, there you go. I think this would work. So over here, this was the problem, okay? I think this might still remain as a problem, and I'm open to anyone creating a PR to fix it. But the problem over here is when you do command new git. Now, of course, on normal terminals, at least on command prompt, for example, git will not work, right? So if you actually enter git bash or something like that, then it might work. That git command will be interpreted as a binary, but in command prompt, git will not work directly as far as I know. So you would need the path of git.exe or something like that. You have to figure that out first, and then you have to execute this, right? Or not just that, sometimes a very basic problem I'm doing is I'm not checking whether the person has installed Git or not, right? So these are the things that you need to pick it up from 99 to 100%, right? Now over here, I have this assumption that Git is available, right? Now it's possible. I don't think so. For people who have VS Code, they will not have Git as a binary. At least on Linux and Mac, I think it comes along. I'm not sure, but in any case, it's still possible that some people don't have it in their path, or they don't know, they're just starting off and they install this. uh, in some edge case it's possible, but in general as well, given that I'm using so many git commands, it makes sense for me to actually check if it's available or not. So this is a to do for me as well, and that's also stopping me from taking it, from that 99 to 100% mark. And I want to touch upon this. These are the issues that I would love for someone to come up and check it out on Windows, create a PR, contribute if they would like. There's no, I can't pay, and I'm not getting paid to work on this as well. Of course, this goes on my profile as a project, so I do understand that there's some benefit for me to work on this. More than that, I think it's amazing that I get to contribute to the open source world and let people use something that I feel that it should be there. And yeah, I mean, you guys, if anyone is using Windows, please try it out. I'm looking forward for some help on that. Don't need no need to create a PR necessarily. You can always just, let me know on an issue and I'll work on it. That's there. Okay, so just let me know how is it going. How's it going for you? Do you have any feedback? Do you have any user experience feedback? Do you have any UI feedback? Though there's none, but still let me know. So this was just a quick FI how things have changed in the last few days. I'm working on these fixes, of course, not very actively because of lack of time and um, interest on working on Windows, but I'm still getting there. All right, this is a very small video. I wanted to let you guys know what's going on, and thank you for keeping up with it. Whoever is taking a look at my channel, thank you so much. Hope you guys like it. If you like the content, please make sure to like and subscribe. Even if you don't like it, it's all good. No need to like and subscribe. I'm not gonna push you for that. But do let me know how you like the content. Make sure to use it and enjoy development because software engineering is fun and you can build things, so many cool things. Bye bye.